Hi everyone, I am Kate. Welcome to Kate's Kitchen. Today I am making baked chicken wings. Now, I'm also snacking on chips and queso. Now, I'm really particular about my chicken wings. I do not like when they have that fatty skin still left on them. That skin for me has to be cooked like 100% where it's crisp. So the first thing I am going to do is take a cookie sheet and I'm just going to line that with foil. And then I've got my chicken wings here. I will be using chili powder, garlic salt, white pepper, some crushed red pepper, and some cumin. I don't really know, either or. And I did preheat the oven. It is on 375-ish. Because this oven is old school. So that's okay, it works, right? Now, the wings I'm using came in their own bag, which is great because now I'm just going to throw in the seasoning and get that all mixed around on there. Now, we all know, if you're familiar with my videos, I'm not the best at measuring stuff out for you guys. So, you know, I'm going to say like maybe 2 tablespoons of cumin. I'm just going to measure for you all to make it easier. And then we're going to do, let's see, a tablespoon of the chili powder. Let's do about half a tablespoon of the garlic salt. Maybe not even that, because this is a tablespoon, so it's not even, it's maybe half. The white pepper, maybe about a quarter of a tablespoon. Yeah, I'm going to put a little more, so about a half. And then the crushed red pepper, I'm just going to sprinkle some in there. I do eventually, if I have any, which I'm not even sure, use like a Frank's Red Hot or a wing sauce on the wings, but that's after they have cooked and crisped up. So now I'm just taking them in that bag and rubbing that, all that seasoning and spices all over them. We will be having chicken wings, and the goal is mashed potatoes. All right, once you feel that your chicken wings are coated pretty good and evenly with your seasoning, then you're just going to dump them onto your cookie sheet. I have some leftover chili, crushed red pepper actually, so I'm just putting that there. All right, so we've got our chicken wings here. And as you can see, they're all coated pretty well. think I've got about 14 wings here. 14, yep. All right, so once you've got those coated and placed out on your cookie sheet, and your oven is preheated, again, to about 375, then you're just going to stick them in the oven. And this is where it's more or less like time consuming because of how crisp I do want them. I cook them for like hours on end. So one of the reasons I enjoy doing these videos for you all is because I learn exactly what I do when I am showing you all what I'm doing. Because usually I just put them in the oven and I don't time them. I just pay attention to how crispy they are. But I know it takes a couple of hours. So I'll be back here soon. We'll check on the chicken wings and see how long it takes. In the meantime, I'm going to set, no, I'm not going to set anything. So it's 2:21 in the afternoon right now. And so I'll just check the time when I check back in with you all. And then too, I'll be making mashed potatoes. I already have a video on my YouTube channel in regards to how to make those mashed potatoes. But I'm thinking I may include it in this video as well as some homemade gravy from the chicken drippings. But we'll see. All right, it has been just over an hour. And let's check out the wings. And really what I'm going to do is just be flipping them. So as you can see, they're nice and brown and obviously pretty crisp. If you are using foil, just be careful because you clearly don't want the foil sticking to your wings. And I have noticed if they're really sticky, like this one is, and not wanting to come up, there it goes. Sometimes if you let it sit for a minute, then it will come up on its own. And that was really what I was trying to avoid happening, was losing some of the wing there. So again, pretty sad about this. Just this one though, luckily. And I'm gonna just try that. So at this point, I've just flipped the wings around. And we're going to stick them in for about another 30 minutes while we get our mashed potatoes ready. And I'm not sure if we'll make gravy because I usually use the drippings from the meat, but as you can see, there weren't any drippings with the chicken wings, really. So I'm gonna let those cook a little longer, see how those come out, make some mashed potatoes, and try. So they are already crisp, a little bit spicy. Very good. But two, I also like to make them that way with all the seasoning on them. Because again, when you add a sauce, I feel like it makes them soggy. All right, so I'm gonna make mashed potatoes. If you want, you can hang out with me. We'll make mashed potatoes, or you can check out my other video where I make mashed potatoes. Whatever works, but I'm making mashed potatoes. Homemade, of course. I've got 5 potatoes that I'm going to be peeling and cutting up. I'm going to be using this pan and getting that water nice and hot while I'm prepping the potatoes. You normally want to use enough water to cover the potatoes. And we're going to ignore the smoke coming from my burner. Okay. So just peel your potatoes. Or not. Maybe you're somebody who likes the skins in them. That would be pretty good too. Normally I would peel these into the trash, but I'm doing it a little different right now. My shoes are very squeaky, if you all can hear that. And then, of course, make sure you rinse off your potatoes. And if you're wondering what temperature this burner is on, it's right between like a medium and a high. And then I'm going to just cut the potato in half the long way, turn it, cut it in half again the long way. Now you've got 4 sections, and basically you're just cubing the potatoes at that point. I do feel the thicker the cube, the longer it takes your potatoes to cook. Or to soften, rather. All right, so as you can see, the potatoes are covered by the water, not too much. I mean, you know, it's not like we've got water up to here. You just want your potatoes covered. And we're going to let that come to a boil. And in the meantime, I'm going to be cleaning. We are moving over a little bit. I just wanted to check them, and again, I wanted to kind of see if there were going to be any drippings available, and it doesn't look like it. The wings are pretty much ready now, so that's just something else to keep in mind. You could eat them now if you wanted. But I'm going for like a super crisp type of wing. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and add the sauce. And no, it hasn't been 30 minutes. It's only been 10, just so everyone knows. Now, I'm not putting sauce on all of them. So I just want to do something really quick. I want to show everyone the potatoes are boiling. We had 19 minutes left on the timer for the wings. So I'm just more or less applying that 19 minutes maybe to how long the potatoes boil. Basically, you want your potatoes to boil until you can stick a fork through them because they're that soft, and stick it through them like effortlessly. Okay, now I'm going to put these back in. Timer says 18 minutes, so we'll see. So since I'm not making gravy, I'm going to make loaded mashed potatoes instead. And this sour cream is actually ranch, so they're going to be ranch mashed potatoes. I don't know. I'm improvising. Okay, so the timer has 13 minutes left, but I'm going to pull out the chicken wings now. Javier's leaving. So just so you all can see them, and they're pretty crisp. Alright, so obviously once you get the sauce on them and let them cook, they're not as crisp as the other ones. Hence why I like to season the heck out of these wings and then, you know, add some actual sauce to the other ones. So I'm going to just actually stick these back in. There's 10 minutes left on the timer. So let's check our potatoes. So with the potatoes, I know I mentioned you want your fork to be able to go through them effortlessly. If you like chunky mashed potatoes, you're obviously, you know, gonna not let your potatoes cook for too long. I'm going for maybe more of a smoother potato, but either way, I'm not ready to start mashing these. So 9 minutes left on the timer, and we'll kind of just play it by ear. So the potatoes are ready. You can use a strainer. I just use a lid. And I'm going to drain them. I'm also going to turn that burner off. So you're just draining all that water off. And then I'm going to use a stick of butter. No, I'm not. It just seems like that much. And I also don't have a masher, so I'm just using the fork to mash the potatoes. And I'm adding some salt and pepper now too, and the half and half. I always recommend starting out with a little bit of milk and then adding more, depending on how you want the consistency of your mashed potatoes. Because if you add too much milk, they're going to be very runny, and that's not something you may want. But you also don't want them this dry. So again, start with a little bit and add just a little bit more at a time. Get them mixed. See if that's the consistency you like. I think I heard a car door, Javier.
No, she wouldn't get out the door.
Oh, okay. I am also going to take out our chicken wings right now. We've got 2 minutes left on the timer. So turn off your oven. And so these were the ones that I put the sauce on. And this is one without any sauce on it. So just set your wings wherever. And now I'm going to add the sour cream. Which again was a homemade ranch dip. Adding some cheddar cheese and some bacon, homemade bacon bits. And some more salt, pepper, and then just mixing all of that together. And here we have just a very simple dinner. All right, well everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you make these, let me know how they turn out for you down in the comments. I would love to hear. And as always,